So as of the last hour, the defense have submitted a 61-page litigation filing to basically drag the government, throw shade at the judge themselves, and they are fuming, which means that Diddy is fuming. And 24 hours before the sentencing, you don't want to put out something so strongly worded and shady and passive aggressive like this, because as far as I'm concerned, the jurors are not in control here. They've done their piece. Judge Arun is in control here, and throwing shade at him, being very passive aggressive, really isn't the way to go here. It might highlight your seriousness, but also putting a 61-page memo together 24 hours before the sentencing with a secret video that's going to now be played shows desperate measures. Diddy's lawyers are working around the clock as we speak as of right now, and this is everything that's basically happened in these 61 pages that I've reviewed, and my quick notes so that we can get through everything in less than 10 minutes. Please listen carefully. Hey guys, it's Murad Morali. Daily and consistent content. Do subscribe to the channel, guys. It's just one click. Join Murad Nation, and let's get straight into this video. As we have emphasized many times, that is, don't write an email like that. Don't start litigation like that, because if I was a judge and I was reading that, I'll be pissed. The jury has spoken. The government presented its best evidence to 12 citizens to try and prove Sean Combs used threat, force and fraud, and Mr. Combs now stands before the court to be sentenced for much less serious offences. Instead of accepting the verdict and advocating a reasonable sentence, the government has gone to extreme lengths to try to justify a draconian sentence, particularly for a 55-year-old man. Instead of addressing the conduct for which Mr. Combs was convicted, the government has devoted 161 pages to rehashing evidence rejected by the jury and concocting far-fetched legal arguments to try to jack up the guideline range to an absurd 360 life level, as if he had been convicted not only of the acquitted charges but also other uncharged offences as well. Looking at my notes, guys, obviously reviewed this long filing, but they're basically highlighting respect for the jury. The jurors rejected the government's case that Diddy used threat, so therefore the defense is arguing that he should be sentenced only for what he is convicted of, which is transporting and the Mann Act, not for anything else. The government and their sentencing is an overreach, the defense are also stating in the 61-page memo. The prosecutors seek a sentence as if Diddy has been convicted of serious crimes when that isn't even the case, and the defense are accusing the government of rehashing rejected evidence, inflated guidelines, and pushing for these draconian long sentences for no reason. The defense are strongly objecting to the use of an acquitted conduct at the sentencing. They don't want acquitted conduct by far. They really don't want that at all. And acquitted conduct is when, they are going to look at different laws to apply a stronger sentence when somebody has not been made guilty of certain stuff. That's basically what acquitted conduct means. Let me find out and read it to you just to see if I'm right. Acquitted conduct refers to criminal conduct for which a defendant was charged but found not guilty at trial. Yep. Okay. So similar definition. They're basically objecting against that completely. The government basically is seeking to apply the R-word guideline to double Diddy's base offense level, and the defense are counteracting this by saying that jurisdiction does not apply and that the jury found no coercion. They keep referring back to the jurors throughout the 61-page memo. They're also saying that there isn't no vulnerable victim because the jury rejected this, and also when it comes to obstruction of justice, the cause and statements cited by the government don't meet the legal test, and that the government's case comparisons are an overreach once again and simply don't make any sense. And apparently the government are dismissing medical evidence supporting Diddy's mitigation arguments, and that the defense are insisting on dismissal was unfounded and the evidence is therefore relevant. They are basically arguing, the defense in the 61-page memo, for a 14-month sentence, and that, the guideline range is actually very low, and they are requesting a sentence consistent with the DOJ, Department of Justice policy and historic Mann Act practice, which is 14 to 15 months, also not decades, basically what they're arguing. The defense basically is urging the court to reject the government's attempt to impose a sentence based on acquitted and uncharged conduct that the jury expressly rejected. The memorandum emphasizes that the government's proposed enhancements, all of these references, cross-rape references, are legally and factually unsupported. The defense asserts that Sean Combs should be sentenced only for the Mann Act, and that's it, nothing draconian. So this is what they put in the 61-page, filing, quite passive-aggressive, quite rude as well. Keep referring back to the jurors 24/7 and saying that, look, they didn't find him guilty, so why are you doing the most? All of these cross-references, doing the most. 20 years, a decade draconian, give him 14 months, and they are pissed. They put this together because Diddy is panicking in that jail cell, extremely angry, and is filing up to his lawyers to say, you gotta write all this shit down, because whatever Diddy's lawyers are doing are a reflection of his mentality, his mental state, where he stands. They wouldn't be applying for bail 24/7 if Diddy did not want that. They are a reflection of Diddy because they are there to serve their client, Diddy. So this is a window into Diddy's mindset, indeed. Not only this, guys, but it's also been announced, which is, crazy to me that this is all basically happening, that Diddy has 4 lawyers now who are going to be officially speaking at his sentencing tomorrow. Also, there is a 15-minute secret video which the judge wants copy of the court and prosecutors by 5 p.m. because there is this new video now that's going to be played via the defense's side. The judge wants to copy so that the prosecutors can get it, and that the court can basically have this as well by 5 p.m. today. So basically in the next 8-9 minutes from when this is being filmed, they basically want this. I hope that is all well with you and your honorable court. Always, Brian Steele signs off. Not only that, but the judge has gotten back to the public and to the court and to the lawyers to confirm that he has granted Mia speaking at the sentencing. The government motion is granted. Though the defense argues that Mia has been discredited, it doesn't explain why she should be excluded, given that the defense will of course be afforded a fair opportunity to respond to any remarks that Mia offers. So once again, Judge Arun is allowing Mia to, the judge hates the defense at this point, because everything that the defense are contesting or won, the judge does not give. The judge is giving everything to the government. Mia wants to speak. She wants to speak for 5 minutes. So now, tomorrow, it's basically been confirmed that Mia is going to be speaking. 4 lawyers are going to be speaking. A secret 15-minute video is going to be applied that, the defense can respond to Mia as well, and that the sentencing might drag on to Monday. Tomorrow is about to be an absolute utter madness, and the 6th point is that the 61-page memo just came out last minute, out of nowhere, for us to review and get into, where Diddy's lawyers are being desperate, panicky, shady to Judge Arun, and they keep referring back to the jurors to say that, order in the court, respect the court, respect the court. We're not here to respect these alleged victims that have come forward against Diddy. We must respect the court, and therefore we have to side with the jurors. It's a very passive-aggressive, strongly worded document, which to me reflects the fact that Diddy is not in a good state, and the lawyers are clutching at straws, desperate to try and get everything out there to lock this all in. That's everything you guys need to know in less than 10 minutes. I don't know how I did that. I have no idea how I did that, guys. Not even 10. In roughly 8 minutes or so, I've packed all of that in so that you guys don't have to read a 61-page memo yourself. So, guys, click that button and subscribe. I'm working around the clock to get this video out to you guys 24/7. I've even traveled as well. I would really appreciate it if you guys click that button and subscribe. It's just one click. That's all you guys have to do. It goes a long way. Join Murad Nation. Send a tip if you guys wish to. There's a $ there. Comment down below. Give this video a thumbs up. Follow me on my Instagram at Murad_Murali to check out my travels, and also my Diddy updates via the stories there as well, and my TikTok at Murad Murali as well. This is all exhausting, but you know what? I love keeping you guys informed. Subscribe, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video.